So we're a local roastery out of Weslaco, Texas. We primarily deal with whole bean coffee and sell to local coffee shops around the valley. We are at the Harlingen Farmers Market every Saturday from 3 to 4:30. We have anywhere from a simple setup with cold brew, or we do a full setup with espresso and the full machine. On our menu, we make our own syrups and we make our own masala chai, where we toast the spices and do all that good stuff. And yeah, that's about it.
So how'd you get started? How you decided to get into the coffee business?
It was in Austin, and I needed insurance, so I started working at Starbucks while I went to college later in life. And then I met my partner there, and she brought me down to the valley. And she had been in coffee for maybe like 7 years longer than I have. So I've been in coffee for 10 years, and she's I think at 17 years now. And so we started our company down here back in 2023, the roastery back in 2023.
Is it doing good?
I mean, we're still here. So yeah, I feel like we're doing good, but only time can tell, right?
What made you sell it here at the farmers market?
We were out of Weslaco, but we work at Bandera Coffee, so we've just kind of met people in the community over the last handful of years. And so whenever the market started up last season, they knew they needed a coffee vendor, and they knew that we were doing coffee, supplying coffee vending. So we said yes. They asked us, and we said yes.
Tell me, why does everybody love coffee?
Why? Oh man,
It's so popular.
It's because it's a legal drug. No, I don't know. I feel like Western civilization kind of was built on drinking coffee, or we at least make it part of our day to have a cup of coffee in the morning or something, because we need it to get our day going. So everybody's reason's different to get into coffee or why they like coffee.
Most coffee grown outside the United States?
Yeah, so the only producing area in America that can grow coffee is Hawaii, and it's super expensive. Most coffee is grown within a certain north and south certain radius around the equator, and so you'll find it in like Central America, and then you go over and it'll be in Africa, and just following the equator around the Earth. Anything kind of north and south of the equator line can grow coffee, and so yeah.
So you all get your coffee from where?
We get our coffee from a few different suppliers that are out of Houston. So Houston is the third largest import for coffee in the U.S. behind the East Coast, like New York, New Jersey area, and like Seattle, Portland area. But we get African coffees. We get Mexico. We always have a Mexico. We always always have a Colombia, like South America, Latin American country, and then we always have Africa right now. So we have a Rwanda, an Ethiopia, and we have an Indonesia too that's been fairly popular for us.
When I was a kid, they used to always say Colombia,
Yeah.
richest coffee.
Yeah.
Is that true? There's a lot better ones.
I think Colombia and like the agricultural side of it is a little bit more far advanced because of the proximity to North America, and unfortunately a lot of businesses that aren't from these countries that can grow it own these places, so they've invested their own time and money into like making sure that the agriculture is done well, as far as like growing practices and yields and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe that's why Colombia is like that, but you can't discount Panama. Panama's got some very nice beans out there that are really, really high on the auction lot, but so does Ethiopia, and even Vietnam has got some great coffee out of it.
Oh, it's good. Can you see one or?
Yeah, we just have cold brew. We also have
I just want to see.
our menus right here, and we also sell beans, like retail bags, but we don't have any of that today at the end of the market.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So very interesting.
Are you from Harlingen?
Well, let me turn.
I don't really have any bags or anything. It's just in containers at the moment. This is our chai. We make our own masala chai. We roast all the spices and stuff, and then we blend it.
Is that like a chai tea? Or
Yeah, it's a chai tea. It's a masala chai tea. And then yeah, we just kind of keep it simple. At least right now we keep it simple. Typically we have a full like espresso setup and we sell beans. That just wasn't in the card for the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make all our own syrups and stuff. Make our own vanilla. Keep it in much of our control as possible.
How come you came up with that name? Zanate.
Zanate, so my partner, she came up with it. Zanate was the original word. I think it was like a Portuguese word that ended up in northern South America and like Central America and like lower Mexico. And Zanate, and it changed to Zanate. Zanate is like the grackle. You know what a grackle is? So that's kind of what our kind of like mascot is the grackle. We kind of are intrigued by grackles, if you will. Kind of interesting birds when you kind of like dig into their like personalities and stuff like that, you know.